Hey guys, before I start this, I think we all seen the Spider-Man 2 trailer. If not, I can pull it up right here, and it's going to pull up in a 3, 2, 1. Can I make it funny? No. Fine. Here's the Spider-Man trailer. At first, I thought that it's not Spider-Man related, but when I see blood, it is Spider-Man related. Already, when you get into the park, you see Craven the Hunter. These are the old Spider-Man games. I am surprised that they brought back Craven. I remember on Igon,
I asked for an
they
equal,
did say something about
and this is what you
Pete,
find.
Miles,
Sir,
and others
perhaps-
are on the hunt. Not just Pete and Miles are going to be in the hunt, but many more are going to be on the hunt.
I know you guys are deep in development. First of all, it looks like we have some ones, but with all of the Marvel characters that live in New York City. So Peter, Miles, and others, he's on the hunt.
As you just see what Brian said, Pete, Miles, and others are on the hunt. But who do you think is others? Who's the others? Who else is Craven going to hunt? Who's he going to fight?
Strong enamel is
Why is he doing this? There's so many answerable questions, but we don't get the actual answers, which us detectives have to break our necks and find the answers. And already when you see Craven looking at the device, you see Walt, the Prowler. All these characters are from Miles and Pete, pretty much all together. Black Cat and Spider-Man, the Heist. Prowler and Miles Morales storyline, because there's no DLCs. Wrath, I want to go over her, because it's not a boy, it's a girl. And if you guys should have known, if you guys have all the DLCs to Marvel Spider-Man PS4, you should know that Walt is Yuri Watanabe, because in Turf Wars, her man died, and she just get crazy. So that's how she becomes a little bit cuckoo head, painted on Peter's nerves. And in the third DLC, we get messages, and Yuri is killing good people. I mean, not good people, bad people. I don't blame her if you can kill those people, unless you're a cop. She was fired as being a cop since she was doing overhand, killing Hammerhead, knocked out cold, in cold blood. She got fired, and then she killed a Don or a Hammerhead dog on detective as a therapist. She killed it. She killed him, and she said it felt good. Well, right, I won't show you the exact video. I'll show you at the end. But that's how she became a pain in the nerves. I think Yuri is becoming a bad guy because one thing, it's evolving. It's like if she had the symbiote on, but aggressive quicker. Tombstone planet. So there's more people on the hunt. As we see, Peter if you don't know, I listened to this guy that said that Peter was living in Aunt May's house, but this was actually Connor's house. And the video I will show you has proof that Connor's was actually a reference in Spider-Man PS4 game. Because in the Halloween party, there was a picture that had Connors, Mysterio, and Vulture. And if we cross those two out, and we see Connors is in the 2, in Spider-Man 2, we have to go all the way back.
Let's find out which.
So, as if I can try to zoom in here. I can't zoom that far, but the first one to the left, minus those losers. If you see right there, the doctor, or whatever his name is, has a Connor's outfit. And that's a rough, and I think I know what happens. Even though Martin Lee killed the man, even though he sadly dies at this short part, and Spider-Man says no, when he shortly dies from getting negative and getting corrupted, I think this was all planned. I mean, everything is planned, but this was really planned. As you see, they knew that I think they knew Connors was going to die, as if Martin Lee and the demons didn't kill him. And you're probably going to say no, because it was a headshot. But it could have been an eye shot. Oh, you can still die to an eye shot. I don't think he's dead. Because Connors is a doctor. And the person that died as the costume is a doctor. So it makes sense if he didn't die. And he turned into Connors. Unless the original Connors comes back. Unless the original Connors is there. Well, enough of that cuckoo-ness. Now it's time to go to Miles Morales. In Miles Morales, there is actually something with Black Cat reference. And I don't know if it has to do with something. But it's something, okay? Now, the most obvious reference that we should already know, like it's super obvious, people. If you skip Miles Morales and Spider-Man, and you just never realized, at the end of the whole games, you can see here that
So close.
Harry got sick. He got sick and got symbioted. He got symbiote. And now, Brian said that is not Eddie Brock. It is not Eddie Brock. It's either one. It's Harry or it's Eddie Brock. It's either that Brian's lying and it is Eddie Brock, or it's Harry. And it makes the most logical sense if it would be Harry. But it also makes sense if Eddie Brock was Venom, because he's an original Venom. So I don't know if it's me or there's going to be two Venoms. And I don't know if this is true, but I saw this video where when Pete had the symbiote, he said that he might turn into Venom, that Miles had to fight Pete, and all that crazy stuff. Then what is the creators and developers and innovators lying that Pete is gonna fight Venom and Miles the whole time? Miles is gonna fight Venom alone because Pete is going to turn into Miles. Is Miles going to turn off his symbiote? Is he going to save Pete? This is so much questions that we can ask right now. If the developers was not an object that has legs and feet. I mean legs and arms. But there's one more thing I have to say before I can end this video. And that is, we all saw the Avengers in the Spider-Man game. If you didn't, I'll put up the image of the Avengers. I'll show you a quick image. Right there in Nora Spider-Man. In the map. That's the Avengers Tower. And I don't know if this is going to be true. But this is Marvel. Maybe the Avengers will be in the game. It don't make sense because it's not the Avengers. It's Spider-Man. But why is it too good to be a coincidence? It's like, hey, MJ had a spider when she was going to Norman Osborn's penthouse. Like, the things that you least expect are going to be in the future game. This Venom, it was not in the first two games. Least expected, he beats in the game. Kraven, very least expected. Not in the first two games. He's in the game. Yuri. Okay, yeah, Yuri was kind of expected. You already see what happens. Yuri's kind of expected. All the rat people, they're in the game, but you least expect them.